about our goddamn bikes, all right? What do my notes say? Oh yeah, my name is Patrick. I am the event director, and I am a lifelong Texan. And I created this route. Really, I thought I was servicing fellow Texans. I was like, hey man, we need a route too, we need a race. And I had no idea that we would be servicing riders from all over the world. And at East Texas this year, we have over 200 riders from 23 different states and 4 different countries, which is fucking a showdown. I get asked about it all the time, and I love that. West Texas Showdown is happening this year. It's happening in November, pending permits. I mean, we got the permits in the works. I think they'll go through. And I'm heading out to Big Bend in 2 weeks to finalize the route. It's pretty much done, but I'm just gonna like go over it with a fine-tooth comb. West Texas Showdown is happening, which means that if you are doing the showdown this year, you have the opportunity to be the first ever Texas Showdown Triple Crown finishers or the Texas Triple Crown Showdown champion. And there will be belt buckles. So, if you're doing the showdown this year, keep in mind, you could be the first to have that when times get hard. And make no mistake, they will get hard. And like I said, the first rule of East Texas Showdown is be kind. You're doing something hard. It will be hard. Be kind to yourself. Remind yourself that you are doing something hard. And it's okay for it to be hard. It's okay for you to struggle. Be kind to yourself. Lock in, because this time right now belongs to you. That East Texas Showdown is home to potholes that are bigger than Rhode Island. We got trees so big, Paul Bunyan couldn't even cut them down. And we got dogs so fast they would chase Davy Crockett all the way back to Tennessee. And don't even get me started about Bigfoot. Y'all know he lives out there, right? I'm not even kidding. There's a fucking sign and everything. So if that sounds like a goddamn good time to you, please join me tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock to ride your damn bike in the East Texas Showdown! Fucking go! Thank you, everybody! Let's go, you keep this thing up!
Oh, you're good. Hey, I'm Justin.
Harry.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What are we riding?
It's a custom steel rock lobster.
Yeah.
Campagnolo parts.
Okay.
1x13.
1x13?
Yep.
Oh.
Campagnolo e-car.
Oh, actually, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Pretty great.
Yeah. Nice. Is it steel or?
Yeah, steel.
You said, yeah. Nice. These are interesting tires. So you have an interesting bike. It's like unique.
She's weird.
Yeah.
She gets the job done.
You ready? You ready to ride today?
It's a party, man. I got my party shirt on.
Oh, okay. Nice, man. Cool. Well, thanks for showing me your
Justin
bike.
Gary.
Nice to meet you. So, will you show me your bike?
Yeah.
Kinda...
So this is the 36er, so it's got 36-inch wheels.
Yeah.
36 is a small brand. He makes bikes for big and tall people.
Yeah.
So it's really solid. 6'7".
Yeah, I heard about you actually. You're from Florida, right?
Yeah. Came up from Florida.
Yeah.
But I love the bike. It really fits my body.
Yeah.
know? So with the two 36-inch wheels, it's over 7 feet long.
Wow.
So for me, riding the long, bikepacking days on the bike.
Yeah.
Real comfortable. It fits my body well, and it just cruises, man. It just rolls, kind of rolls over everything. So
nice.
It's really been.
You got the aero bars on here.
Yeah, it's the Ren Adventure Bar.
Yeah.
So it's all one piece.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
It reminds me of the Redshift, kind of.
Yeah, and the thing I love about the Ren bar is I can connect my phone on my quad lock.
Yeah, I used to have a quad lock on mine.
Bars,
yeah.
Kind of messes
I'm Justin.
Hey, Chris.
Chris, nice to meet you. What are you riding today?
Riding on a Linsky I just put together.
Yeah.
Belt's got about 100 miles on it so far. So titanium frame, 2x12 on there.
Okay.
Gonna have still need to add the seat pack in the back there, but
yeah,
should go.
It looks good. What distance are you doing?
Doing the Lowdowns, the 162.
Nice.
So
yeah.
Me, 3 of my friends here ride together.
Yeah.
And get it going.
That sounds great, man. Thanks for showing me your bike.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you. Oh wow. Show me, man.
Just a Ralph wireless edition. Got some aero bars on there with some 70 mil risers for comfort. We've got all the lights and electronics, hopefully to get me across this 400-mile race. Well, 393. That's about it. Got really narrow tires for mud clearance because it's going to be a wet one this year, no doubt. It's been raining for about, oh, I guess 18 hours now, on and off.
Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting race with all this rain. Cool. What's your name, man?
My name is Keith.
Keith. I'm Justin.
Justin, nice to meet you.
Yeah, what are you rated?
So it's a 2018 or 19 Cutthroat. It's the first Cutthroat that came out.
Nice. Are you gonna stay overnight? Looks like you got some gear on there.
Yeah. So we're just doing the Lowdown, but I'm gonna stay overnight with it, yeah.
Cool. Oh, this is an interesting way to mount that. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
What kind of clearance do you have for your tires?
2.4s, I believe is what the book says. I got 2.0. These are actually the tires it came with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know the Cutthroat is actually a mountain bike. It's a drop bar mountain bike from the factory.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was designed for the Tour Divide.
Yeah. Yeah, so also makes some good stuff.
Yeah, they do, especially this model. The only complaint I've ever had about it is the fact that they use SRAM components on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally got to the point to where the dot fluid, even though I was...
Hey, so I'm Justin.
Christian.
Christian, nice to meet you, man. So we're doing the East Texas Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
What are you racing today? Like which distance?
I'm doing a Slowdown, 280 miles.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. You want to show your bike?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What kind of bike is it?
All City Cosmic Stallion.
That look. Is that titanium? Nice.
So yeah, I love this setup. It's got like the Washburn tires.
Yeah.
So it's like super fast rolling.
Oh, dude, I like that. I have that in mind. Not these tires, but like the.
Yep.
Yeah. The flat
It's
metal.
force axes, but hopefully the batteries are pretty good.
Did you bring some extra?
I did not. So
well, you can always switch it to the back.
Yeah, that was my plan. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna stick on the small gear for the most part.
Yeah.
On the front, so I could just like
Yeah.
do one of those. Are they firing today?
So they were testing follow. We're going to have an 8-mile neutral rollout. We're going to be maintaining a speed of around 8 to 10 miles an hour so we can try to stay together as a group. Please don't get in front of the follow vehicle. We'll have a nice shoulder for like the first 7 miles or so. Please stay on the shoulder of the road so we don't impede traffic, because once we get to the bridge going over Lake Livingston, we will impede traffic and there's going to be like 200 cars behind us. One note, we will be, I can't even talk, I didn't get any coffee, so things are hard. Yeah, just don't check the radar, you'll be good. Only listen to me, I would never lie to you. I would never lie to you. You're building me and I'm building you. Yeah, here we go, here we go!
All right, so you got a flat while we were pulling out. What was it?
I don't know. It was just kind of like a star. I kind of plugged it.
Okay.
I didn't add any more orange seal. I didn't want to waste it.
Okay.
Hit it with a CO2.
Yeah.
And just hope for the best. Mile 4.
All right, dude, you got it.
Mile 4.
Alright, so there's a dentist in the green over there. We got Chip back there. About an hour in, a little over. Third place. So we're in the mud section. So it's not like peanut butter mud, it's like sand mud. It's not sticking to our tires, but it's hard to balance the bike for me. Maybe because I'm on 42s, a lot of people are on wider tires. I'm losing a lot of places now. I think I've dropped down to 8. I'm like, this sand is like burning up lots for me. So I lost my balance. I didn't get out of camera, and I put my foot down in a puddle. I don't know, my shoe didn't get wet though. Like, I think I put it down so fast that the water splashed out to the side. I hate getting my feet wet because it makes them heavier with flats. So anyways, I'm kind of slowing down a little to try to be more careful. Seems like 8 or 9 in front, and then there was a decent sized gap behind me. It's about 200 people in different categories in this race. Made it. A little half pedal back and forth. I stopped and got a resupply, but I grabbed 2 extra bottles and put them down in my kit, Jersey, and I think I'll be able to go at least another 60 to 80 miles now. Well, it depends if we hit mud or not, but just wanted to stop it a lot, but wanted to stay on top of it. I don't want to get behind. Somebody up there, so I'm moving forward. That's good. This is pretty typical for me. I start off fast and then everybody passes me and then I start catching people, but this is like a trend. Mile 80 and I'm starting to catch people. That's going to be a really good sign. Probably this race, if it keeps going the way it's going, I am doing 7 miles an hour through this mud. It just pulls you and sucks you to death. I don't think a lot of people are going to finish this race. I'd say half of them quit. This is crazy hard.
Yeah, dude. So like uh one of the spokes is broken, and I haven't really given it a really good look over. I hope it's not cracked. So like I don't know how much I told you because I was kind of out of it when I talked to you, like right when it was happening. But like,
Yeah, you
good.
no, you just said it was leaking from the valve stem, and you're having to stop every 2 miles to air it out.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I was doing that, and then I was like, I can make it. I was like, maybe I can make it in, and then I can pour some stands in there, and then the stands will probably
Yes.
seal it. But then after like a few times of airing it up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put the tube in. Dude, you are going to give me so much crap about this.
What happened?
You're not gonna believe this.
You forgot a tool?
No, my tool does not have the bit to take my wheel off.
Oh my gosh,
Dude,
dude.
I know I messed up.
His bit in his toolkit doesn't have the bit to take his wheel off.
I was trying to
That's why I
save
couldn't
weight.
repair it. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, I am so pissed. I messed up.
Dude, I think what you learned here though, like this type of race needs a little bit more of a
Yeah,
robust wheel setup, right? You need to have a little bit more tools and be a little bit
I
ready
know.
for
Oh,
something
I
more
know.
out of the box.
100%. I know. I'm not arguing with
Yeah.
you. And and that's why I was telling my wife that, no, I was telling, was you this? I don't know. I can't think. I still haven't slept. Um, I learned so much from this race. Like, I'm actually really glad I did it. It was it was
Yeah,
a,
dude,
it was a
that
wake up
was
call.
yeah, I mean that's I would say that course is way tougher than Unbound. That course is way tough. That's the toughest course I've done, and I only made it 70 miles. I mean, I could not get
Yeah.
traction on some of those hills. I was having to go. I couldn't go full send on the downhills because it was so slick and so chunky, and I couldn't get grip with those tires. Because first off, I'm not used to riding with them, right? So I was thinking, man, I should have went with something with a little bit more texture.
Right.
And it was compounding all the problems for me. And then I got sick, and I was like, what the heck? But anyways, back to your thing. So
No,
you have what?
let's talk about tires. That's fine. So like I was actually thinking about that because I was having problems too. But so normally with like Unbound, those tires would be good. The
Right.
specialized
Absolutely.
Pathfinder Pathfinders
S works.
S works because they have a lot of clearance for that peanut butter mud. But dude, that wasn't peanut butter mud that we had today. Like
No, dude, that was like sand with like just straight up mud. I don't know. It was so
yeah,
slick. I was going downhill one time, not very fast, and like both my tires at the same time just went to the right hand side, and I just fell. And
yeah,
I was like,
same here.
I out loud go, "Oh, fall number one," because I knew I'd fall a bunch because it was that slick. And then pedaling uphill, dude, every couple of pedal turns, my tire would slide in the mud, so I couldn't
Yeah.
produce any power. So I had to like lean back in my seat. You couldn't ride aero barely at all. I was always in the hoods or on the flats. It
But
was
dude,
it was a fun
everybody
race though,
Yeah, everybody was in the same situation though. So like it
for
wasn't
sure.
just our tires. Yeah, because I asked. I went to
Oh, you
people.
did.
Yeah, because I was riding with people and I would look at their tires and they were narrow. And I'd be like,
Gotcha.
so were you slipping around? I probably asked at least four people maybe. And they're like, yeah, dude, like
Gotcha.
it wasn't so later in the race, it wasn't just wait, no, I don't know. Was it later or at the beginning? It was like the entire race, it was like mud that would suck you in. It felt like,
Yes, absolutely. Like if you got off a little narrow track,
yeah,
I would even tell myself, I'm not going in there. And you could see where somebody had gone off into a drop
yeah,
off, right? They slipped off the road.
yeah,
That exact, yes. I was like, and so many times I'd be like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then I'd pull myself out, you know?
yeah. And I made
So,
this mistake. So like you can use your front and back brake, mountain biking, road biking, and gravel riding. But today, if you touched your front brake, dude, you would lose traction.
yeah, I didn't hit my brakes at all, dude. Like at all. Because I had so much sand. As I was pedaling, you could just hear
Yeah,
on
oh
my
yeah.
I was just like, my brakes are probably smoked, dude. And I only went 70 miles. I bet yours are for surely smoked. That
Uh,
that how did the course get better though after the 70-mile mark? Like start drying out a little?
Dude, hold on. Speaking of brakes, I didn't use my brakes. I seriously, like, I think we joked about it, but I had to air brake because my brakes weren't working. I have
Oh,
like
really?
dude, I have the 140 on the back and I can't touch the front. So, like,
Yeah,
I really couldn't stop. It wasn't a
yeah,
problem though. I just didn't really stop.
yeah.
I
The
just
course is very slow from what I mean, other than the asphalt, obviously. But I was
yeah.
like telling the guys, dude, I was like, this ain't a gravel race. This is a dirt road and
Oh my
asphalt
God.
race. There's so much dirt roads, which I bet when it's got enough time to dry out, it's probably amazing, right? But in those conditions, you worked for every single pedal stroke.
Yeah. And now mentally, like I was thinking like we're all in it and stuff, but we're putting 220 watts and we're going like 8, 9 miles an hour.
I
And then we
know, dude.
have 390 miles to go. I
Dude,
mean,
no, Justin, I was looking at my thing going, am I going uphill right now?
yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
thinking
yeah.
I'm putting out a bunch of watts, my heart rate's in high zone 2, and I'm only doing 7 to 10 miles an hour. I'm like, am I going uphill right now? I was confused, dude. I
Yeah.
was like, what is going on?
Yeah. I had
So,
somebody come to me, like, you know, what I mean, right next to me. He's like, dude, I have a serious question. He's like, I cannot get my heart rate down. And I was like, all right, here's what you got to do. I was like, first of all, wait, have you done these? Are you a beginner? He's like, no, I do this all the time. I'm like, all right, take your heart rate monitor off and put it in your pocket. He's like, what? Yeah,
oh, that's funny.
yeah,
Yeah, that was so after Jackson, well, mile 70, you took off right before I got there. I talked to the guy. He's like, yeah, I saw the number 2, 3, and 4 guy or something coming out. I go, was one of the guys had bottles all over his bike, right? And Annie had told me that you were ahead of me, but how far was he ahead of me by? Or no, Jeremy did. Jeremy was like, he's like 2 spots ahead of you or something like that.
Oh, that's it.
I was with what's his name? I was with Chip's buddy. I was behind him a couple hundred yards until I blew up right before the first turn at that Exxon at the 70 mile mark. And
Yeah,
when I came in, they're like, yeah, the like front guys just left out. They said the number 1 guy left out pretty quick
yeah.
and that you guys were like behind him some amount of time. And I was like, dude, I bet you that was, Justin Chip and that Aaron guy, which all you guys were riding strong, man. Oh my gosh. I think you were in 15th or so, you
Yeah,
were somewhere around there, 13th or 15th when I bowed out.
I heard 15th, but like, yeah, I mean, I was going into this trying to win it or like and get lucky and win it. But like, after we started and I was in 15th place and it was that hard, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try and finish maybe top 10 if I'm lucky. But dude, so after I was 15th, I never, from what I can remember, I never actually got past and it stuck. I slowly started chipping away at them one at a time up until 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I don't know if you got my text, but I was sending you the text like, hey, this is your average because I didn't know if you had time to look at all that stuff. I mean,
Dude, I
this is
was
where so and
such in
so's
the
at.
pain cave. I like opened my
I bet.
phone and like during like pee breaks and I would look at it like really quickly and I couldn't even think. To,
Yeah, I told Andy that. I said, when you're like that, when it's like that,
I appreciate it though.
yeah, no, I even texted the group. I was like, hey, let's take it. Let's take down the group text a bunch. I told Andy, I go, it's so annoying when you're in the pain cave and you're in
Yeah.
a group text and it's going off and you're getting alerts. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. I
but
mean, yeah. But it does help though. Like Jeremy, I knew he see I don't know. I knew Jeremy was texting me, so I would look for his and click it because I literally had like 20 seconds to check it, you know. So I was like, okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna find Jeremy's because I know he's looking. And then he's like, dude, you're in like
yeah,
5th place. And I thought I was in like 10th or 12th. And I'm like, holy
yeah.
cow, dude, I gotta catch though. I'm not that far.
That's why I was texting you because when you look at it, you don't have the time to process what you're looking at. And there was people that were DNF'd that were ahead of you because they forgot to turn the tracker off.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I
So
never
when they
looked at
got,
the official chunk of
oh,
I
okay.
couldn't think that straight.
Oh, you were just going based off of what, how many people were in front of you and how many were behind you. Type of
Um,
like, yeah, I know this.
hmm.
Like, I think 10 people are ahead of me is basically how you were doing it.
No, not until I was like 5th, I didn't pay attention. People were
Oh,
telling me
got you.
before that. How was your nutrition? Well, I guess you got 6, that doesn't really
Dude,
count.
so I started taking my nutrition down and I was right on the money. You know those marks I had on the side of the bottle, those were 1 hour marks.
Nice.
And I was coming in to mile set. I was like, oh, this is going to last me to mile 70. but I pushed the 3 liters of water out to mile 70,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that the rain tricked me, like because it would cool me down,
Mm.
and then I would keep riding. I was averaging 13 miles an hour until the last like mile or two,
Yeah.
maybe 3 miles actually. And I couldn't tell if I was cooling down and not drinking enough water, so maybe I got a little dehydrated or something.
I was
But
sweating in the way, dude. It was weird.
you weren't sweating very much.
No, I was sweating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe I
Yeah.
was sweating, but I couldn't tell because of the rain. We were pretty much wet from what the hour and a half into the race until hour 6 or 7.
Yeah. Dude, I
So
stopped 2 times before mile 50 or 60 or something. Isn't that crazy?
for what?
Water. I was
Really?
thirsty. Isn't that weird? Like people, like you just
Dude,
said, you're
that
like,
was
I'm gonna go
smart.
70 miles. No, I stopped twice because I was getting thirsty, and I was like, this race goes on for 2 days, so like if you're thirsty, you gotta stop. And then I got thirsty
Yeah, that
again.
was smart on your part, dude.
Yeah, I bought a case of water, and
Yeah,
I used half the case to
clean your
clean the bike.
bike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
You're
the
the
other
guy.
time.
You're the guy that they were telling me about, I think. What was that early on in the race?
It was at they were all looking at me because I was the first one there. No one else that was fast stops at mile 30. Like that's crazy. So,
Ah,
so they're all looking at me weird. They're like, "You're supposed to be over there on that side." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm
I'll be
tired."
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, when I
but
pulled up to mile 70, there's probably like 6 or 8 people out front with gallon jugs washing their bikes down, getting the sand out. Man, that sand was in my bike is covered in the sand.
yeah, I washed my bike so many times.
I bet you did. I was just waiting to find a hose and then I just imploded. It was a combination of everything. I think I might have been out of position. So I had the sore back, sore neck. I was sick to my stomach. I got to the point where you know when you get when you're taking nutrition down, you just feel full. Like you can't take any more down. You're starting to get a little nauseous from it. That's kind of where I was going with the nutrition.
Yeah.
So it was just compounding factors all and everywhere. And then on my way home, I got the chills. I was like, "Oh crap, I'm
Well,
getting
dude, yeah.
sick."
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you got the flu from your kids. That
So
reminds me of long footage for me. It was like identical
yeah,
situation.
I couldn't imagine riding through there, dude. I mean, that's crazy that you rode through longboards like that.
I don't think
Yeah,
it hit me. I think the timing was a little different though because I got the chills driving home.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I had a
yeah,
temperature when it was over, so it was closer to the end
yeah. The
versus
highest my temperature got was like 100.5 or something like that. But I've been staying right around 99 low grade temperature.
yeah,
But anyways, dude, the course from what I saw was great from the point of difficult. Like,
yeah.
like you could do that on a uh, drop bar mountain bike with a suspension fork and be fast. You know what I'm saying? With the right tires, be
Yeah.
more comfortable. I don't know. I saw. What was the Aaron guy riding? I didn't see what he was riding. Was
Single
he
speed?
the
Dude,
number
somebody
one guy?
told me he was
Was
on a single speed. I don't believe that though.
there was a dude there on a yellow Cannondale? He looked like he was going to be fast, like y'all. I was like, that guy, Chip, Justin, and this Dennis dude are going to send it. So I wonder if that was the Aaron guy.
I thought it was going to be me, Dennis, and Chip at the end. I didn't know it was Susan.
Yeah, you guys were riding strong. It
Dude,
was pretty
that's what
impressive.
I was so nervous about this race because I put so high of expectations on myself. It was like it kind of freaked me out a little.
Well, that's good though, right? You're holding yourself to the standard. You're making changes and you're trying to move the right direction. I mean, dude, if you would have had some more robust wheels on there, you would have finished no problem. I mean
Well,
that's a given.
or multi-tool that could take off the wheel.
Say that
And,
again.
or a multi-tool that could take off the wheel.
Oh
You
yeah.
know that I could have bummed a multi-tool from somebody and that would have DNF'd me if I was not going to
Oh
cheat, to
yep.
be honest. Isn't that crazy?
No, yeah, that's the rules, dude. Like
But
that one
like,
guy got a seat
go ahead.
from Patrick
Yeah,
a couple years back, and he did it because he wanted to finish the race, but he did it knowing that he would DNF.
yeah. I mean, I don't think Unbound is like that. I've never heard of a race like that. I don't know.
I don't know if Unbound. I think if it's a tool that everybody can have access to, I believe you can use it. I believe. But bikepacking, I don't know the bikepacking rules. I think if it's neutral support, I believe everybody can use it.
Mhm.
So
I mean, it's just a new. I mean, I don't. I'm not trying to complain. It's just a new
no,
type of racing, whatever. I got to get used to. It's just
yeah,
different.
it's different.
Yeah.
So how did your nutrition plan go?
Oh my God, dude! It was one of the best I've ever had. It was just
Okay,
amazing. I
okay.
I brought the exact amount of powder, and I didn't even calculate it. I just filled up as many bags as I could fit in my bike, and it was like I didn't bring too much and didn't bring too little. It was like perfect.
Did you have to supplement with Gatorade at all
Uh,
or
no.
Coke?
Actually, I drank one Monster when I started losing. I was
Okay.
getting so tired.
Yeah, I
The,
bet.
yeah, the hallucinating was way worse than normal in this race. I don't know why.
The what? The
Like,
hallucinating?
yeah, dude, and other people were talking about it too. And I think maybe because everyone pushed so hard in the beginning,
Oh yeah,
and so maybe it had something to do with that. But when the sun came up, oh my God, dude, it was like a light bulb turned on. It was so great.
yeah. Isn't it crazy how like that
Yeah,
like a second wind of energy comes into you when that sun comes up?
yep.
Are you driving home right now? Or are you just camping out?
I'm almost done.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll just sleep tomorrow.
How do you feel like physically?
100%.
You can't run, huh?
I feel good, dude. I'm
Cool.
sad I didn't
That
finish
seat
the
worked out
race.
good.
Yeah. Oh, that's something we should talk about. What's it called? I can't think straight. The chamois butter is that? It's not called chamois butter. What's it called? Is it called
Yeah,
chamois butter?
shim. Yeah, for your butt.
Yeah, yeah. Is it
Yeah, I forgot all mine in the
the
car.
but what's the name brand?
Chamois creamer, chamois butter.
Whatever. Okay. Dude, it's kind of crap.
Yeah.
Like okay, so like I put like an insane amount on, and then like yeah, it's great for like 50 miles, but we're not, or maybe like 100 miles,
Oh,
but like
you didn't
80.
reapply?
I did, but too late, and
Oh
then like
yeah.
again and again and again. But like I feel like that zinc cream that you talked about, but Destin
Yes.
brand,
But
works
Budger's
better.
boot paste,
Yeah,
or the
I,
Budger's Boudreaux's butt paste, red label.
but like I forgot about that, and I think like if you start with that, then it's better. I don't know because like it seems like that sticks and doesn't come off.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
One thing's for sure, if you do wait too long and get a little abrasions down there, it's
yeah.
hard to come back from that and feel good about it. It's like the damage is done. You just got to mitigate it from that point on.
Something I learned from Mega Mid South because that was like the worst ever.
Yeah.
You just push through the pain and stop thinking about
Oh yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah. Or you stop and buy 800 milligrams of ibuprofen.
that's what you
I've
do.
done.
I was thinking about that. That may be a bad idea because like sometimes you might be ignoring like if I
Right.
actually was thinking about this on the race, like literally yesterday. Because I was like, oh, Levi's probably taking his ibuprofen because I was in pain. And I was like, okay, because I was in my aero bars and my neck's hurting. So I was like, I wish I had ibuprofen like Levi.
I didn't have any on that race, but yeah, I do use it if I'm gonna get the neck's gonna be jacked up. Take some ibuprofen.
Well, what I do is try to only use the aero bars, like when they pay off the most, like if we're going like
Yes.
17 miles per hour or higher.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Annie about maybe just going aero barless and teaching myself to ride aero barless,
Or
or
get,
put the Fred bar back on,
yeah.
just because getting that low is so rough on my neck and back over all those bumps. And I was thinking about looking into that seat that Chip rides. He said he loves it. He said it really releases, like his back pain isn't near as much. So
Send the link to Jeremy. I mentioned it to him, but yeah.
yeah, no, I did. I sent it to Jeremy.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, but so what's the next one?
Ooh,
Rule of three.
Red River sucks. Are you doing that?
No, Red. I got to work that day.
Yeah, rule. Oh, yeah, you're doing Rule 3. That's coming up.
Yeah, I'm doing the 100, and
Nice.
RJ's doing the 100. You're doing the 200. Alexi's doing the 200.
Yeah,
Rule 3.
I rode with
So
somebody who did Rule 3 200 last year.
hey, there's a also Terra Firma's putting on a race on the west side of North Shore.
Yeah, talk to Alexi. He's obsessed with that one.
So
He's gonna kill you in there.
who is?
Alexi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I hate listening.
Oh, so you're gonna go home and sleep for like a little bit,
I mean, I might
or are you
as
gonna wait
well.
till tonight?
I think I was gonna try and wait till tonight because that would be like a nice sleeping schedule. Go to sleep at
Yeah.
like 7 or 8. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Cool. Well, you gonna ride? How many days off you can take? 1, 2?
Probably ride Monday. Like
Okay,
Monday.
there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably try to work out tomorrow if I'm not feeling too bad.
Yeah.
Kind of try to sweat it out a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So should we post this to our first mid bike crisis, or what do you think? The first podcast?
Yeah. Did you stop the recording?
Oh, no, I'll stop it.
Oh.
Jeremy, insert the music here.
All right, so I was thinking, and if you could compare Unbound, Long Voyage, and ETS, kind of give me your breakdown of how ETS stacked up against them course-wise, things like that.
Yeah. So, okay, so difficulty wise, but this only includes if it rains before and you get that, mud like we had.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know how much rain it takes, but we had a significant amount of rain. I was car camping, we were car camping, and I heard it raining on and off all night. And then when the race
yeah,
started, we were in the rain. Um, so with that mud and the distance, um, 9 out of 10. Hardest
9 out of
gravel
10.
race I have ever done,
Yeah,
dude.
I
It
was,
was
I was saying
intense.
it's, yeah, I was like, that wasn't even a gravel race. That was like a mud road race.
Yeah.
Oh, so when you look at the course profile, like in terms of elevate, like was there any punchy climbs? Were there all steady climbs compared to like Unbound? What'd you think about that?
Yeah. So I think it was 16,000 of climbing, right?
So yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
Somewhere. So I think you had asked me this before and we got off topic, but you know, after mile 70, the road, we got more road instead of gravel or instead of mud.
So everybody quit right when it was getting easier.
Yep. So so like it might even have been a little longer, maybe after about 100 or whatever. I don't know exactly, but at some point, because somebody had told me it was 60-40 road versus gravel, and I was
Yeah,
like, how is that possible? Where it's like 100%
yeah,
gravel. So when we hit the road, oh, it was so nice.
yeah. Breath of fresh air,
Yeah,
getting
that's probably when I started
pounded by.
catching people. Oh, but so okay, specifically, you want to compare course. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you look at you've done the Mega Mid South, you've done Long
hmm
Voyage, and you've done XL, Unbound XL.
Yeah.
How does this one stack up in terms of the course and all that? And I know you said it's harder, but I mean,
Yeah.
I thought
So Unbound.
go
Go ahead. Sorry.
ahead.
Yeah, I didn't mean to talk over you. My bad.
No, you're good.
Unbound was it actually had real single track in it, but it um wasn't a lot, but it did have it. It was like here and there. I can't think of the mileage of it. Maybe 5 to 10 miles of a little bit of single track at XL. This one didn't have single track at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the mud,
Um,
as you know, the mud is peanut butter mud at Unbound. So
yes.
if people want to know tire choices, like for sure, if it's a mud year, you need like narrower tires at. Um, in
Right.
Unbound. Hey, if you had wider tires here, do you think you would have floated over the sand more? The
I
sand,
think
mud,
so.
whatever.
That's why I was regretting going with the 42s over my 2.2s. I was like, man,
Yeah,
I didn't the mud flaked off really clean.
yeah.
It really didn't bind up to the tire. And if I would have ran probably like
Hmm.
25 or 27 PSI on a 2.2. It would
Hmm.
have been more cushion, and I think you would have conformed to the mud a little better and stopped sliding off the road in certain spots.
Kind of shows you how, and you wouldn't know that unless you did it or you talked to
Right.
somebody. And it kind of like, yeah, tire choice is huge. I'm
Yeah,
starting to
for
figure
sure.
that out.
Yeah, that was yeah, I was just slipping sliding all over the place. Okay, and then one thing I thought was cool was the rescue drivers, man. I
Oh
mean,
my
they were
God,
so did
so
Frank pick
nice.
you up?
I don't remember his name. I was so out of it. It was just two guys though.
Okay, it's probably Frank and Leon. Frank picked me up, dude. He did awesome. He was like positive, upbeat, telling me a
Yeah,
story. I was sharing stories with him. It was like, I tipped him like they asked us
I
to,
did
dude.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, he's like, you gonna come back and do it next year? I go, oh, I don't know, man.
Wait,
And he,
no way. You're not coming back?
I don't know, dude.
What?
Dude, that was nuts, bro. That was nuts, man.
Okay, keep in mind you were sick though. I mean, that's a whole
I
different
know.
level. Like I've done
Yeah,
it sick, not as sick as you, but like I get it.
dude,
That's
it
not
makes you feel like a little like I was defeated. Like I don't know, it was crazy. But
no.
anyways, I told him I was like, "Hey, if I didn't come back to ride this thing, I would come back to definitely volunteer to rescue drive." Like those guys are out there doing it for everybody on that trail. That's one thing I would say. Like Unbound
Mhm.
doesn't offer that. Unbound, you got to
Excel
bring your own
does.
per. Oh, XL does that?
They
Okay,
changed it
cool.
this year. Dude, you kind of have to when you're hundreds of miles away. I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
Megabit itself didn't, and I don't really understand how people got back. Like if you had a serious
I was
mechanical.
thinking like Uber or something, or Bobby would come get you.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess they
Yeah,
played it by
Bobby
ear.
would
I think
probably.
Bobby would have. Like, they probably
Yeah,
just
for
played it
sure.
by, yeah, by who needed it. But some of those people are out there for freaking a week.
Yeah, Steve is still out there. He's still pedaling his butt away. So they're crazy. Oh man, he's single speeding it, and that would have been rough.
Yeah.
But all right, well,
Yeah, so we got Unbound coming up. Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah,
fun.
that is going to be fun. I'm like, super excited about Unbound. So is my wife.
Yeah. Hey, what were your thoughts? So we recorded the other part, and then we started talking about lights. What did you think of my idea about having multiple batteries so that you could just live on high beams?
Right. So that automatically led me down a whole nother road as soon as we got off.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever looked up exposure lighting. But they have some pretty big lights. What I would do is see how many batteries would it take for you to carry the amount of light you want on
Hmm.
that particular light, and then compare that weight to the exposure light. Because the exposure lighting, they're like that's like the top level,
Hmm.
good beam quality, doesn't overheat, all that good stuff, and they're really robust. So I would try to weigh those two, like
Yeah.
weigh. See the grams of the light that would fit the timing you need, because it says up to 36 hours. So let's say it's 12 hours. I don't know, without a charge, but um, you'd have to look at the rating breakdown, just like your light has.
Yeah. I already bought the lights, dude. I
I know,
gotta,
I know. I thought about that side of it too. Dude, that
I
light was a popular light there. A lot of people
very,
had that light.
dude, it was great. It was
Yeah,
the fact that it dropped down to low beams when you were close to out of battery was a game changer. It was awesome.
yeah, it saved you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really great.
Yeah. Well,
Good little
cool.
light. Yes, sir. You slept for 2 hours. How's your body feel?
Yeah, I don't even know how long I
Honestly.
slept for. No, I feel fine. I feel
Oh,
good. I
come
think
on, bro.
I'm gonna do the edit for my video because
Your back's not sore, your neck?
no, I bought a race stem. I think it was 17 or 18 degrees, and I didn't put it on because I didn't want to mess with my bike before race. That old saying.
Yeah,
Uh, but like I don't know if I'm gonna put it on now because I mean, yeah, I
you
was in
felt
a
good.
little pain, but then at the same time, I'm always in pain, even if I have more of a race stem. So like, I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I feel fine. And you're gonna have
Cool.
pain. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Oh, dude,
sure.
I ran into somebody with my setup. It was funny. He's like, "Do you have Envy aero bars on there?"
Oh, really? He had the
Yeah,
Envy
it's
aero bars?
six. Yeah, it's my handlebars and my aero bars.
Nice.
It's pretty rare, I think. I was like, dude, you got to
Yeah.
space them out so you can get your elbows out. Trying to like give him
Get
tips
the
and shit.
wide bulldog
He's like, leave me
stance.
alone.
Right? He's like, I'm trying to do my own thing. Dude, I
No.
thought about your aero bars twice because I was in the aero and I hit a bump a couple times surprising and my aero bars moved because it's, circular.
Yeah,
And I was
circular
like,
doesn't work.
yeah, I was like, dang.
Yeah.
So, anyways, all right,
Oh,
dude.
oh,
Huh.
okay, wait, last
What's up?
topic.
Go for it.
The vegan cyclist, his aero bars. Have you ever looked at them?
Yeah, it's like a single stem in the middle, right?
Yeah, but that's pretty sick.
You like that?
I think it probably takes away a lot of the issues of,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
and then
Yeah,
you lose a lot of like it takes away a lot of weight because you're talking all that hardware of making them not move, the
yeah,
clamps and all the hard,
yeah.
like, yeah. I haven't
Um,
actually looked them up because I'm happy with mine, but if you're not happy with yours, you should at least look at them. I don't know.
yeah, I've looked at the DDAW. I don't know if you've seen those, but that's like the ones that cover, it's carbon that covers your arm. A lot of endurance cyclists use them.
Yeah.
Um, just less fatigue, but I think it's just my positioning, having to look up. I'm looking up so much. And then honestly, I just think it was the illness. It was making me feel more achy, When you're
Oh
sick,
yeah.
you hurt more.
Oh dude, you can't race on a sick stomach or just being sick. Terrible. All right, I'll stop the recording here.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
Let me see.
Kevin.